And mental health is just as important as physical health. It's right there with it. So when I see so much unhealthy mental, like it almost look. Okay, I don't even know. I got no words, man. I really don't got no words for this. Like, I'm really emotional about this. Like, this touched my soul.
Are we seeing that where we are as a society now has come to a place where mentally we're
use the word cognitive dissonance all the time, but I think it's deeper.
It's deeper than cognitive dissonance.
It's way deeper.
Way deeper. It's almost cancerous.
Oh, this is a great question.
What's up? What's these questions?
The question is related to. He said, "Are you for or against murder?"
Am I for or against murder?
I'm now. This is what I'm for. I'm for people protecting themselves
All
against
murder,
threats.
Yeah,
I would say that.
I don't put murder in a single box. You know, because it's different situations. Do I condone just frivolously going out and murdering and killing people? Of course not. But if you come in my house and your intent is to do harm, I will have to take you out.
Yeah, I'm protecting myself. I will say that. Your question, I'm protecting myself.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if you mean in that context, but I feel like sometimes it's necessary for protection purposes. Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Maybe he meant like because I said everybody got to die, so maybe he meant like in a punishing kind of way. And yes, I do. I do. I feel like you should protect yourself. I feel like protection is needed. That's my stance on that. And that's all I can say about that, because I feel like you have to protect by any means necessary. By any means.
If you come in my house and you about we gonna have to get you.
We got to.
But back to what we were saying before.
Yeah.
Like, you think it's deeper than cognitive dissonance. And explain that.
I think really now we're seing the symptoms. What I would say is psychological cancer,
like post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Exactly.
A disorder.
We've been bombarded with so much trauma. I mean, and just coming from all kind of areas. We talking economics, physical enslavement.
Absolutely.
We talking mental anguish. Just on a micro level, we're going into our families. Now our families are broken up. Now we're dealing with that kind of stress. That's all kind of trauma that we're having to deal with. And so when we try to deal with all of these problems, this trauma, what the brain kind of does is it almost try to make you feel like everything is still okay.
And that's the problem.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Right now we don't know how to effectively deal with that trauma. Because there are ways to deal with stuff. I mean, you could drink, you could go to drugs, you could, involve yourself in sex. You can find all kind of outlets to deal with that kind of pain, but it's different ways to go about it. It's systematic ways to go about it and have effective results in a positive manner.
So do you feel like, because I know there's levels, do you feel like we're past the awareness level now and we can move towards the healing level?
Yeah, we definitely.
You see what I mean?
We've been waking up for long enough, okay? I'm personally tired of people saying,
I'm woke.
I'm woke. Bruh, doing what you've been doing since you've been away.
Oh. Hey,
what's going on? We loud.
Okay, cool.
But we're friends with the manager here. You just stop in and say, hey.
Yeah. So we passed the awareness level.
You being woke doesn't mean anything to me now, because now my next question is what you're doing.
See, I asked that question about 5-6 years ago. Okay. No, I asked the question to myself. I'm like, okay, now that I know what's going on, how long am I going to stay angry at what's going on? Because look, anger can be useful. Yeah, it can. If you give it direction, it can. Let's direct some of that energy into building some communities. Hold some of these people accountable. That's out here, mess with these little girls. What if we
or boys? We can't forget
boys too. Both. You got the popes. Yeah, whatever they are. Whatever.
Why are we not bringing charges to the Catholics or to the Roman Catholic Church rather?
I don't know.
Huh? Are they absolved?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Like, they've clearly for hundreds of years, if not thousands. This is their tradition. I believe.
I'm gonna protect. I'm protecting women, children, and you know what, boys, whatever that I'm protecting, because. Man, something like...
They can't protect themselves.
And look, I don't want to make this seem like it's judging. I'm just looking at the behavior, saying that the behavior is this. Accountability needs to be.
Yeah.
And beyond that, you're not like we gotta see what it is.
Yeah,
because it's going on in households. It's not good. R. Kelly is just one. There's thousands of millions that's doing stuff like this.
Yeah,
to little bitty girls and boys and women that just they don't deserve that because I don't see no men being sex trafficked at the rate of women. So I'm against all that. So
all of it.
Enough of R. Kelly. R. Kelly got enough of our time tonight.
Yeah, man.
So what we got next?
Man, I got an article. I got an article today, and it told me Jeff Bezos is getting a divorce. And it really didn't mean too much until I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. He's the CEO of one of the biggest, the largest distributing company in the world.
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah, I knew how big it was when he bought Whole Foods.
When he,
I was like,
right.
How you just buy
Whole Foods?
They bought Whole Foods.
The whole thing.
Yeah, he ain't buy a half, but he was like, we just gonna take it out.
Like, I just want 20%. No, give me the whole of Whole Foods.
Yeah. Then they start shipping their food out through his distribution.
It made sense, didn't it? It just makes sense.
CENTS. Makes sense.
It just sense.
But yeah, so question
he's worth how much? Can we look that up real quick?
Well, actually, he's not. No, this thing about Jeff Bezos. Most of his money is in his company stocks. See that's like most of his money is in his company stocks. So he just reinvests into his company. His net worth is tied directly to his company. All right, I'm all right. Yeah. So with that being said, with Jeff Bezos, my next question is, did he sign a prenup? Like
we want prenup.
Like,
yeah.
Did he sign a prenup? And are you for or against prenups? I see
for
prenups.
I'm for them.
Now you'd ask Kevin some years ago. I'd be like, it's all about love.
Yeah.
But Kevin now is like, hold on, we got to look at this.
Let's look at it.
I'm not saying that I would get a prenup. I'm saying I'm for them in the sense that I understand what the purpose of them are now. I
understand.
I didn't understand that before.
They're a tool.
Yeah, it's a tool to protect the wealth and the legacy of the family. But with that being said, I wouldn't have saw that coming. Like Jeff Bezos,
man, and they had been together, 20, 25 years, man.
So she been there since he was in the mud.
From day one.
He was in the mud.
So here it says he's worth right now, March 6th of 2018, he was worth estimated $112 billion.
Again, most of that is tied to his company. Hey, Jeff Bezos, he not crazy.
No, at all.
Well,
so I wonder, and I don't know that law, but could she be entitled to any of that?
Probably so. I mean, if he's,
I mean, I know a lot has to do with where they got married and when.
If this is my understanding, now the attorneys can say this.
Yeah.
Attorneys can say this. If he started the company while they were together,
while they were married,
then he probably not going. He probably. But you know what? We got $100 billion.
What's 50 of it? You're not gonna spend all that money.
It's really when you got that.
It's just numbers.
Yeah,
they just turn into numbers.
What's 50 or 60? You got $100 billion.
I got $100 billion with a B.
But yeah, so
I have literally thousands of millions.
Yeah,
literally.
That's a whole different conversation. I ain't even made it to the conversation yet. I ain't even to the million conversation yet.
Right?
I ain't made it.
Can I get a million?
I ain't even to the million.
Let me get a million. That's all.
But that's a whole different conversation. So this is the thing. Like with the prenup, I feel like we need to do like an episode. I feel like in the future we do the episode with an attorney going over like prenup, child support, and things like that, because those areas, like I feel like as we continue to grow as a community, and just the wealth effect itself, we have to grow with the people. So asset protection is very important as it relates to building wealth. And sometimes protecting your asset is protecting your... It is, because I would hate for Jeff Bezos to his situation to be somebody else's situation in the future. Like, if you done worked this hard and built up a company, then you get married, maybe you need to be thinking about a prenup.
Definitely.
Because you may be worth a lot of millions, and this person may be not worth nothing. And people say, well, it's all about love. What's the quote? What's the quote we say? Just family is business.
No. Marriage is business.
Marriage is business.
Family is love. Yeah. I will never get married because I love you.
Oh,
ever.
That's an episode too.
That's an episode. I like that.
That's an episode too. So we kind of give you giving you like a synopsis. Is synopsis the right word?
Yeah.
Synopsis of.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like a snippet. A
synopsis
of what's coming in 2019. We got a lot of great stuff for you.
Man,
and
I'm excited.
To be honest, I feel like right now, with it being tax season, we definitely touch on taxes.
Yeah.
Soon. But while touching on taxes, and let's this be our last topic, and we'll be done for the night.
Yeah.
The government shutdown.
Oh man.
Speaking of taxes, yes, people, you still can file your tax and you will get your return. You will get your refund.
Yes, that is.
It may not. I don't know if it's gonna be delayed or not yet, but you will get your refund.
I do believe it will be delayed, but it's not. I saw something on the internet. It was probably social media where they was like, ain't nobody getting checks, and we can't file our taxes. Just people say stuff, but
they do.
No, that's it's totally.
You know what? And this government shutdown made me think about something. Hey. Some people going to disagree with me on this, and they may agree with me on this. And either way, man, Trump, he been planning this.
Oh, from the start.
He been planning this.
I've said it. Trump, he's not stupid.
Economically.
No, he's not stupid. On the business side.
He been planning this, bro, because the agencies that needed to stay open had a budget.
Mm-hmm.
Months ago.
It's like, hey, just in case, for about 3 or 4 months.
They already had a budget. They already budget said, like, the budget was filled. Like, they got their money up front. Their budget got taken care of.
Oh, you talking. Oh.
Yeah, they budget was already done. Like, they got it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you saying these particular departments or agencies, they already got their checks for this time that.
Yeah.
It's shut down.
Yeah, I mean, if people look it up, they're gonna see a lot of left and for the most part, they already got it was allocated that they had a budget.
Mm-hmm.
And if I already allocated, you got a budget months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I was gonna do this. I ain't crazy.
I mean, no. Trump is one of those types that. If he doesn't get his way, he's going to get his way. Like point blank. And he knows that. He knows that we weren't going to support him building the Trump wall. No.
But see, people do support him now.
What I'm saying is he knew that he wouldn't get enough support that we would just, like, Congress would just sign a check.
Yeah. I don't.
So, like, he would have to know that there would be pushback.
But I think he was prepared for the pushback. I don't think that was ever an issue.
He already knew he was going to shut down the government.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the pushback was coming.
Yeah.
What I'm concerned with is this is the thing about America, and this is what makes this country so great. Somebody could be sitting right next to you, talking what we talking right now, and then turn around and go vote for him.
Yeah.
Or go support
just
the wall.
like that. Yep.
That fast. Yep. That's how this country is. I mean, it's a land of the free. Well, I can't even. But no, it's marketed that way.
Who free?
What's free?
What's free? What's
free? Give me a reference. So by him having the budget set, planners, the government shut down. I hate that people are not getting paid right now. Because if this continues, some people, like I saw where food stamps and stuff may be being affected soon too.
Yeah.
So, see, people got to think about this. What's going to happen when those people no longer have money to support their families?
Look, I was telling a buddy of mine that I used to work with. It was around the time Frank Scott got elected, and we were talking about voting and.
Congrats to Frank Scott too.
Definitely. We were talking about issues in Little Rock or in Central Arkansas or whatever, and crime came up, and I just told him basically, when the lack of economic resources or when there is a lack of economic resources, crime goes up.
It has to. I mean, it has to.
Like, one, I'm mad I don't have money. Point blank, I'm mad I don't have money.
And so, because you don't have money,
I've let's just say I got a family to feed.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
And see that I don't think the people Well, I can't say that because the people who voted him in, I don't think some of them understand that. Like when you live in a poverty environment, it's survival.
It's survival.
It's strictly survival.
That's it. Right.
So now you finna